What's up, guys? It's Nick here at Gemini Exotics. We're back with another episode. Today's episode, I'm going to give you a plant tour. Stay tuned. To start off, this plant right here is it's a semi-true water plant. This one is the aluminium or aluminum plant, however you want to pronounce it. But this one typically starts off in water. You can use it terrestrially, just like I am now. And then right here, we have a black cryptanthus. Might not be doing all too well. These guys are typically epiphytic. It's got a really nice root structure, but I think it's kept too wet. Is it this leaf right here? Doesn't look like it's doing too well. Next on, we have my bromeliads. This is my Neurogelia Hannibal-lacter. I have had this thing for like the past 2 years, which is incredible for me to keep a plant alive for that long. But as you can see, I have a new pup here. And pups are just basically clones of the mother plant. Here we have the golden boy. You can see here we've got 2 new pups coming through. Now again, these guys are epiphytic, but I do not have a terrarium set up for them. So I am keeping them like this. Over here, we have my shamrock. It seems to be doing rather well, but it's not going anywhere. It's not getting larger. It's not doing much. It's basically just staying there. And right here we have a Rictiflora super pack or something along those lines. Not quite positive, but this is another Neurogelia. I have a couple Neurogelias in my vivariums. I think one is a Neurogelia Fireball and the other 2 are Neurogelia Zoes. But we'll check those out in a second. And this is what was in the enclosure that the Bromeliads were sitting on. Here we have a Begonia Thalme. Here we have Paulownia repens, I do believe. I think this one's Pulchara, or this one's Pulchara. I'm not quite sure, so if you guys know the difference, please let me know. We have a Philodendron species Thin, got from Glassbox Tropicals. And here we have a Begonia, you guys can try to pronounce that. But I have had this one flower for me recently. It's very pretty. I'll post some pictures if I can. But these guys are all high humidity loving species, so I have to keep them in here or put them in a separate vivarium, which fortunately I do not have the room for at the moment. Right with my bugs, my isopods, we have an Alocasia poly. Don't pay attention to that. This is the elephant ear. They get quite large, if kept watered properly and kept in good sunlight. Over here we have Pothos. This is pretty hard to kill. I personally have managed to kill multiple, but that's besides the point. Here we have a snake plant or mother-in-law's tongue. These guys are an arid or desert dwelling species. I water this guy maybe once, twice a month, something along those lines. But they get fairly tall, very pretty. Great for crested gecko setups. In this little setup, we have a few different carnivorous plants. Here we have a Venus flytrap. Down here we have a sundew. I think. Yep. Sundew. And this one is a pitcher plant. These guys are potted in 100% sphagnum moss. The cool thing about carnivorous plants is they don't actually get their nutrients from the soil, unlike most plants. Similar with that of epiphytic plants, these guys actually get their nutrients from their leaves. And if you look at these guys right here, these heads, those are actually leaves. These guys are leaves as well. What they'll do is they'll attract insects, whether it be for the fly trap here, the pitcher here, or these leaves over here. And those guys, they'll trap them and they'll basically kill them, and that's how they get their nutrients. Now, next to them, we have a wide assortment of plants. Here we have my peace lilies. We have a smaller version of peace lily. We have the Chinese evergreens sitting over here. We have 3 different ones of the Schefflera, or the umbrella plant. We have I want to say satin pothos. Could be wrong with that one. I've had it for a while, haven't been able to get it to grow much. Multiple leaves have died, and I've kind of just left it the way it is. Here we have Ionothas. I don't know what species they are, but these guys are air plants. These guys are grown epiphytically. They have a little bit of super glue in there, right in the back there, with some sphagnum moss to help keep in moisture. But these guys actually get their nutrients from the water, because these guys don't really have roots for the leaves. And then in the middle here, we have my prized possession, which isn't really doing well. This is a Ficus Benjamin, also known as a ficus tree. So you can see in the bottom there, lots of leaves are falling, leaves are getting shriveled. But I've had this thing for a few months and it's going steadily. I don't know if you can call dying steadily, but if you guys know what's going on with this one, please let me know. Yeah. But not least, we have this vivarium. I would show you the other 2 vivariums, but they've got the same exact plants that I've showed you already. Just terrestrial plants that I've grown. However, these guys are a more humidity-loving species. We have Ficus puma variegated. We've got one there, one in the back corner there. We have Begonia Nile River. We would have a Begonia rex in the back there, but it died. We have a Fittonia pink, or a pink nerve plant. We have Pilea depressa, also known as dwarf baby tears or baby tears. And then we have a couple bromeliads. But my prized possession in this one is this guy right back in here. That is a Margravia. They're very pretty vining species. If you guys like this video, and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and hit that like button while you're at it. Drop a comment down below and give me some ideas on future content. I've got a few ideas in the store, and I've got a few videos actually, editing. So if you're interested, drop a comment down below. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.